Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Against the Public for September 6th. I'm Dana Lane. Today, we're going to go through my top Major League Baseball free plays, and when you go over to the website, you'll see that we're going to try to add on to another fantastic night. Our premium customers in Major League Baseball, we did it again. It's just been one night after another, so I expect to see each and every one of you back again on Friday. I know it's football season, but make sure you don't miss out because, again, it doesn't matter where the money comes from as long as it does. After we finish, please go over to Pickdawgz.com. I have every college football and NFL selection loaded up right through Monday. There's a package for everyone, including my college football and NFL season passes. You could jump on those single plays. You could jump on a 3-pack. Those 3-packs are just $49.99. And of course, they always come with their Pick Dawgz win guarantee. In addition, there's only one way to get every play that I release. You can get every play in college football, every play in the NFL this week, every play in Major League Baseball. Just simply become an all-access member. You could do that for the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or better yet, guys, just jump on that annual all-access pass that will take you right through the NFL season, will take you right through college football, right through the championship game, college basketball, NBA, NHL. Believe it or not, we're 3 weeks away from NHL exhibitions starting. So that season is not too far away. And of course, we have the pennant race, we have the the postseason, the World Series, and you can get every play up to this point. Up to this point next time, or up to this point this time next year, if you get that annual all access pass. And that you can do that for just $3.70 a day. You throw it on a credit card, we can pay it off a little at a time, and it will sit back and relax for the next 365 days and make sure that your bankroll continues to expand in the way that you would expect if you put your money behind me for that long of a period of time. Speaking of season passes, you can still get that college football season pass. It's $599.99. You can get the NFL season pass, $599.99, or you can get them both for just $899.99. And of course, in college football so far this year, 13-5, check that, 12-5 to start the college football season. So a fantastic start. We had a great year last year, as you guys, if you watch my videos on a daily basis, you know what we did last year. But college football has been an absolute friend to us. So make sure you jump on college football season pass or the NFL. We're over 1,000 units won last year, 56% winners. You get them combined. There's combined, as far as handicappers are concerned, we're right at the top with college and pro football combined. So make sure you do get involved. Don't miss another football play this year. Okay, on to your free plays for Friday. Remember, these are probables, so please confirm before placing your wager. 2:20 Eastern Time, 9:21, 9:22. New York Yankees against the Chicago Cubs. Luis Gil against Jordan Wicks. Yankees minus $1.43 on the road, 7 over minus 15. A few things to report in this game. This will be the first game in the rotation on Friday's card. It's Wrigley, so we're going to have to look at the wind factor, and we do see quite a bit of a wind might be a factor in this game, 14 to 15 miles an hour, but it's not blowing out. It's going to be blowing in from left center. So apply that as you will to your wagering, but it won't affect balls going out, and so that's something to take into account. We've seen one significant wager on the Cubs at plus $1.25. That is at Bet 365 in Jersey, which is rarely a trigger site, but when they are, the public has been very profitable this season. There is some sharp bettors at that site. The bet was a reverse steam move because we're seeing 98% of the money on the Yankees, 93% of the money on the over. The total hasn't moved, but we have seen some money line movement. This money line has grown to minus $1.45 in some spots, but still $1.43 as your consensus number. Luis Gil is 12-6 this season, 3.39 ERA. But as the season gets a little bit deeper, we've seen Gil not as sharp as we saw him early in the season. 7 earned runs allowed in his last 7 innings. to go with 10 hits allowed in 8 walks. 8 walks is a lot in 7 innings. In fact, over his last 3 starts, he's allowed 13 walks in 12 innings. Something to think about with the total being this low. Jordan Wicks, he's going to be making his 8th start of the season after giving up 1 earned run and 5 innings against the Washington Nationals. Over his last 5 appearances, which also included 1 long relief appearance, Wicks is 2-0 with a 2.66 ERA. The problem is we can really only count on him to go 5 innings at best, and then it becomes a bullpen game, which I think this is, once we get into the 6th inning, I think this is going to become a bullpen game. This season, when we have a total between 6.5 and 7.5, the over is 262 and 243, and 442 and 399 over the last 2 seasons. 2 good starters here, 2 starters that could easily make this a 2-1 ball game or a 3-2 ball game, but 7s always worry me, so I'm going to go over the 7 minus $1.15. 6:40 Eastern Time, 9:03, 9:04, Washington Nationals against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates minus $1.30, 8.5 is your total. DJ Hers against Luis Ortiz. We've seen some significant wagers on the Pirates and the over, but there was one at Sports Interaction on the under, and why that's noteworthy is it's a reverse steam play at the site that has done pretty well this season with just under 10 units won. Good news for our wager. So a reverse steam play at Sports Interaction, that which is going against the public basically, and that has done well at this particular site, so that's good news for us. The over wagers have pushed the juice up to $1.20 at some sites, which means you're going to have to kind of dig a little bit. I do think that you will be able to find even money, so if it's up to $1.20, which it is, and about 50% of the sites. It probably is going to move that way because I think the wager is going to be on the over, which means that I think we should be able to find at least even money on this, maybe $1.05 or so, but try to get even money. DJ Hers is making, or DJ Hers maybe just 2-7 this year, but he's with a 4.09 ERA, but does own an excellent strikeout to innings pitch ratio, 88 Ks and 70 1/3 innings. Over his last 5 starts, we've seen the young left-hander lose 3 games, but his 3.75 ERA is an improvement enough over his season ERA to make me feel comfortable with this wager. Luis Ortiz, 6-4, a 3.19 ERA, is on a run, quietly on the run of 15 straight scoreless innings for the Bucks. He's given up just 5 hits in his last 12 innings. If the Pirates can find some consistency with their starting pitching, they would be an under team on most nights. But unfortunately, Bailey Falter, Domingo Germán, who is no longer with the Pirates, are just not going to help push games over or under on a consistent basis. But really, Luis Ortiz is probably the guy on his staff. I mean, Skeens really, is a guy, is the under guy, but I really have a lot of faith in him to the point where he might be maybe a 3rd starter, 4th at worst next year, but definitely a 3rd starter next year. So I think this game's going to go under the 8.5. We can't, the Pirates had a bust out game on Thursday. We can never count on them to have any kind of consistency offensively. So we're going to go under that 8.5. And of course, I really like Ortiz. Game number 3 is 9:40 Eastern Time, 9:19, 9:20. Detroit Tigers on the road minus $1.75, 7 over minus 12 against the Oakland Athletics. Tarek Skubal against Mitch Spence. Tigers have to be feeling relieved. After last night's game, Parker Meadows hits that grand slam in the 9th inning. But when the dust settled in this series, they managed just 9 runs in 3 games, 23 over the last 6. They're not scoring a lot. Despite that, both teams in this game averaged well over a total of 8 runs combined per game this season. So when we're looking at a low total, we have to take that into an account. And also the overs 5-4-1 in their last 10 meetings. I have been burned by Tarek Skubal many times, but we've seen small totals before when Skubal has faced the Oakland Athletics. His last 2 outings against the A's have produced overs, with 9.5 runs being the average run production in both of those games. Mitch Spence, 7-9, a 4.50 ERA over his last 5 starts. His ERA has bumped up to 4.91 behind an 0-2 record. In those starts, opponents are hitting 284. The top 6 hitters in the lineup are hitting 334 against Spence this year, including 353 out of the 6th spot. 7 is too low for me on most days, and that definitely holds true again in this one. So we're going to go over the 7 minus $1.12. So that does it for your free plays for Friday. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available selections or packages that's up there. It's something for everybody, honestly. I know the season passes might be a little bit too much for some, but really, there is something for everybody up there. Don't miss out this weekend in college and pro football. Of course, it's never too late, and I got to throw this out there. It's never too late to get involved with the season pass. You can do that in college football for $5.99.99, the NFL for $5.99.99, or combine them for $8.99.99. Don't miss one single football selection all year. This is week 2, so if you've already missed week 1, we smashed week 1. Don't miss week 2. College and pro selections are locked and loaded on the website as we speak. Here's your Friday free play recap. New York Yankees, Chicago Cubs over 7 minus 15. Washington, Pittsburgh under 8.5. And Detroit and Oakland over 7 minus 12. That does it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody that comes back on a daily basis. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. Hit that like and subscribe button too. I appreciate that. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Friday. Sorry. It's late.